the box here. Again, this works on both the 2.4 and 5 gigahertz frequencies. You have 2 high-powered antennas. You got the outdoor unit itself, and again, both the antennas attached to the top of the unit here. From what I can tell, these appear to be standard antenna mounts, so you could possibly change out to different style antennas if you desired. There's what the front of the unit looks like. This is where your wire in the bottom connects. Again, this uses PoE, so power over Ethernet, so you just have one wire you need to run out to the unit. Makes installation somewhat simple here. We got directions, which we definitely don't need. We'll just throw those away. Also in the box, we got our PoE injector. Again, power over Ethernet injector there. Again, you plug your power in here. So ideally, you'd probably mount this inside wherever your source of power is. And then also you just run an Ethernet cable, category 5E or category 6, out to the unit. So you just need one wire out to the unit. Of course, there's your power adapter and a small cable as well as some big zip ties, so that kind of comes in handy. Several different mounting options with this, all depending on how you want to mount it, including zip tie through the unit itself. Okay everyone, so setting this unit up is going to be fairly simple. We're going to screw on the antennas. Again, there's 2 antennas here, one for the 2.4 gigahertz and one for the 5 gigahertz. And like I said, these look like standard antenna mount, so if you want to put something different on there, you do have that option. Next, we're going to take the bottom off here. This unscrews. You have your waterproofing rubber piece here, which is going to go around your Ethernet cable. Again, you have to run this out to the location. This is, again, the only wire you need to run out there is the Ethernet cable. That is simply going to slip over that like so. Down in there, make sure it connects here. There we go. Hear that nice snap. Slide that rubber piece down in there. And then we're going to, of course, I probably should have put this through it right away, but oh well, we can do that now as well. I'll go ahead and screw that back together. And there is an O-ring on there. Again, this unit is waterproof, of course, being outdoors. What would you expect? Okay, and then once we got the Ethernet cable inside there, we're going to take our PoE injector. Make sure you watch which way this goes, because one side is going to go to this. The other side, well, the other side you don't necessarily have to plug into, depending on what mode you're using this in. If you're using this in a repeater mode, you do not need to plug the other end into anything. Now, if you're using this as an access point, which is what I probably would suggest you do, by the way, you're going to want to plug this other end into your existing router or network. So, of course, power, pretty self-explanatory. And then the PoE end, so power over Ethernet end, is where you're going to plug the unit into. At this point now, you should have power to the unit. Okay, everyone, have the unit plugged in and ready to go here. Again, just a matter of running an Ethernet cable to it to wherever location you would like this. Just a note, by the way, mounting this, you probably want to mount it up a little bit higher. So don't mount it down low, try to mount it up high, because Wi-Fi signal tends to go down. A couple real quick notes here. Again, this can operate in a couple of different modes, and for those of you not familiar with this, I thought I'd go over this real quick. Again, this can operate as a router. Not entirely sure why you would want to do that. A router meaning you can plug your internet line into this. Again, this is an outdoor access point, so I'm not sure why you'd want to do that, but maybe there's a scenario you would. So you can plug your internet into this, and this will provide Wi-Fi. Now again, you can't connect anything else to it, so there's no other additional connections. You can't, like some devices with a router, you plug your internet in, and then you got additional ports so you can, connect to other devices too. You cannot do that with this. This will just be internet in, Wi-Fi out, only wireless out. Again, there might be scenarios you want to do that. I can't particularly think of any here off the top of my head, everyone, but that is an option. Next, and I would say probably the most preferable option for this, everyone, is to use it as an access point. Meaning you plug this device into your existing network, maybe your current router, switch, whatever you have, and it provides an additional access point, an additional Wi-Fi access point. Again, ideally being outdoors. It's an outdoor access point. The final option here is as a repeater. Probably not very preferable, but maybe depending on your situation, that's the only way you can do it. It takes your existing Wi-Fi and extends it. Again, keep in mind it's not the greatest way to do it, but it is an option. So anyway, I'm going to show you how to set this device up here now. And again, a lot of these newer devices getting really simple to set up. You can do it right from your phone, which really makes it easy and convenient to set up here. So we're going to go ahead and set this up. Again, we're going to do this right from my phone here. And from my phone, first thing we're going to do is we're going to connect to the wireless network that is on the device here. In this case, this is wireless AC. I can also connect to the N as well. It doesn't really matter which one. We'll just connect to the AC because I can. Okay, once we're connected to the device here, we're going to go ahead and go to your web browser, whichever one you want to use, doesn't really matter. We're going to type in http :/ and ap.setup. And then we'll go ahead and go. This is going to bring you to your login page. On the login page here, you're going to log in with the default password, which is admin. Type that in, hit login, and this should bring us to the setup page here. Now again here, we're going to run through a couple different setups here. First setup I'm going to show you is the access point. So we're going to set this up as an access point. Okay, so to set this device up as an access point, and just by the way, if you're setting this up as an access point, make sure you have it connected to your existing network or router. So make sure you have that done. By default, if you have that done, this device is already in access point mode, and technically I'm already operating as an access point. So if you don't want to have one, you don't necessarily have to change anything. I would highly suggest you do though. You're going to want to change the default password, and you're also going to want to change your Wi-Fi settings. Now my suggestion for the Wi-Fi settings would be to set the Wi-Fi to what your current existing Wi-Fi, if you have current existing Wi-Fi anyway, to what those settings are. So for your network, set your Wi-Fi name to the same name you're currently using. Also set the same password. That way your devices can seamlessly connect between maybe the device, the Wi-Fi router access point inside, and your access point, Wi-Fi access point outside. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to the Wi-Fi. We're going to go to Wi-Fi setup here. Again, there is the wizard here. Actually, let me go right there real quick here a minute. We'll go to the wizard. You can see it's already set on access point AP bridge mode. That's what you wanted. If we don't really need to go any further, you could go through this if you wanted to. I don't believe that is necessary. The easiest way to do that, we're just going to go to Wi-Fi setup here. This is where, again, you're going to set your name and your password. I'm not going to bother doing that one. It's pretty straightforward. Your name, your extended name right there. Set that whatever you want. And then, of course, for security, give me the drop down here. We're going to set that as the first option there, WPA2. Actually, we can probably set it as the second one will work as well. Depending on your devices, you can either go with the first or second. I probably would not go with the last option there. A little bit more security. Type in your password, save the settings, and you're done. Easy as that, everyone. Okay, next everyone, I'm going to show you how to set this up as a repeater. Again, not as preferable as a mode, but depending on your setup, maybe that's the only option you have. Again, with the repeater here, you do not have to have this connected to your existing network. It will do that via Wi-Fi. Just keep in mind that does use the bandwidth of your existing Wi-Fi, so it's not as efficient. Plus, it's extending your Wi-Fi. So its extended Wi-Fi is only going to be as good as the signal it gets. So if this device gets a poor signal, the signal it's going to extend is going to be poor. So depending on where I'm at here, I might not get a really good signal, and this is going to be a good test of this unit here. So again, we're going to log into the unit like we've already done. We're going to go to the wizard here, and under the wizard we have the option to set this up as a repeater. So we're going to select repeater, gateway recommended, connect to. Yes, we want to set that as a gateway. So we're going to wait while it finds and scans some Wi-Fi connections here. Hopefully we find some. There we go. Let's go ahead and we'll extend the 5 gigahertz signal there. We'll connect to that. I need to enter the password here. And once I do that, push go. And wait while it connects here. And once it's done connecting, we're set up. Again, everyone, I want to emphasize with these newer devices here, setup has become extremely easy. Again, you can do them right from your phone. Some of the older devices, they're a little bit clunky and just not as nice as some of these newer devices. They really make it easy to set up. Wi-Fi range on this unit seems to be excellent, by the way. I'm sure you folks cannot see it from here. It is sitting beside the barn, or not behind the barn, beside the barn, nearly on the ground. And I've walked all the way over here, suffice to say I don't feel like walking any further. And yeah, we only dropped 1 bar. Again, my iPhone here has 3 bars total, so we dropped 1. So we're down to 2 out of 3 bars. And we're a good, I would say this is probably almost, hard to estimate, a good 100, no, it's probably a good 150 yards or so out here. So we're quite a ways from the unit, and like I said, only dropped 1 bar. That's pretty good, especially seeing how it's nearly on the ground and we got the sprinkler going on it.